So we talked about the non-skilled jobs like working in a cafe or McDonald's or something like that. So what's wrong with just having a job if you're skilled? Something like a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer or whatever it is, a teacher. Well, let's look a little bit closely at this. Look, there's a lovely picture of a female doctor, so that's great. So she's happy. Look, she's smiling. What's the problem here? Well, the thing is, she's considered a professional, which is a good thing. 50% of her time is using her intellect, directing, creativity. But as we know, if we work in that world, that 50% of the time we've probably got someone above us who we may not particularly like or respect, and who is also directing the rest of our intellect and creativity. So we're not totally free of that. Often you're allowed to make your own decisions, but the problem is if you make the wrong decisions or the decisions that your line manager, your boss doesn't agree with, then your head's on the block, because unlike the non-skilled, you're not being directed 24/7. Again, you get to set your own work schedule, but as with the last point, if we get that wrong or we don't seem to be doing quite what we're told indirectly, then we can be in trouble. You receive a salary, and often that's quite a healthy salary, but the biggest problem is you get no overtime pay. So at the end of the day, you may get a healthy salary, but that is it. Really, if you're on 40k, 50k a year, you are always stuck at that unless you can get that promotion or retrain or get that extra training so you can get more money. But you're never really going to get that much more than what you're on, not really long term. And so you're always stuck at a particular level, and you have to work until you retire to keep that money, but you have no chance of overtime. And I think, as we all know, if you work in that world, you will always do more than your sort of 40 or 50 hours that you're contracted to do, because you set your own schedule, and because you make your own decisions, and because you're using your intellect and you're directing yourself and your creativity, and you're a professional, then you should always do more, or so you think, and so other people think of you. But however much more you do, you will only receive that 40, that 50k a year, whatever it is. And so you're always going to be at a particular glass ceiling, at a particular level within your finances. And that is one of the big flaws of the skilled employee.